warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Is I audible?
Waalaikum assalam. Yes.
Uh, Good evening to all of us. And thank you, Mr. Mubarak. He's my good friend, Alhamdulillah, close to me, even close to our incubation center also. And brother Rabik and whole team, SYPA team. Uh, I really appreciate this initiative of SYPA International Business and Entrepreneurs Chambers. I found best conference focused on business and entrepreneurship in the world. Alhamdulillah, unfortunately, Allah has given this opportunity that current today I came to Saudi Arabia and just now I am in Dammam. Now I'll just try to share my PPT and we'll start about that my topic. Is my presentation is visible to all of us?
Not yet.
Not yet. Can you please check again? Just a minute. Okay. Now,
Now it's loading. Okay, so
okay.
now your screen is visible.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for confirmation. Myself, Ansari Abdul Majid, and currently, as a brother told, that I am holding two different companies. One is Urban Accelerator LLP, which is actually focused on startups, and another is I'm heading one incubation center, which is a Kalseka Technical Campus. Now, my topic is how to incubate startups in Saudi Arabia. And alhamdulillah, I have a good experience over here. I worked in Saudi Arabia for 4 years, and Allah has given me some opportunity to see this startup era over here. I worked with one unicorn company over here. Okay. Now, first of all, before moving to the topic part, first of all, we should know what is the difference between the business and startups. So here, as we can see, as we all of us are aware about what is business, it's nothing but a profit through a proven model. But there is a difference between the business and a startup, that is to create and scale a new innovative model that is nothing but a startup. And it is an experimental process. It is fast changing. It's having a growth or growth specifically. Apart from this, it is not only the rapid growth, but also it can help to disrupt the market, and it is nothing but an option for the people for scalability, which is having a, you can say, it has a high risk level as compared to others one, but it is also having exponential and aggressive growth, which is very much important. And as we know, the businesses are normally self-funded, taking loans or maybe get funded by some investor. Uh, but here, for a startup, the angel investors, venture capitalists, and grants are coming in the picture. Other thing is that is here the long-term sustainability for the businesses, but for some time it is short-term scaling to the reach the product market fit. So these are the basics about what is the difference between the startup and business. Now coming to the point, as we know this, most of the speakers have given a very nice presentation on what is the Vision 2030, how it will help to the entrepreneurs and all. Now here, what is exactly the startup ecosystem? So here, in specifically in Saudi Arabia, we can find there are four specific regions which is having a, you can say, a drastic growth in startup ecosystem, specifically Riyadh, Jeddah, Dammam, and Neom City. So these all are working like anything. And till as result shows that till 2024, the $1 billion is invested on a Saudi startup ecosystem. Now, these are the few domains, which is exactly the growing domain in Saudi Arabia for startup ecosystem. Now, why, as we know this, if we want to start an startup in Saudi Arabia or anywhere in the world, So the best way is to incubate ourselves in some incubation center. First of all, whenever if we have only idea, so we can pre-incubate, then incubate with the help of the MVP, a minimum viable product if we have, and then if we want to go for the growth stage, that can be also done with the help of the accelerator. So here, so why the incubation matters? Because if you only have an idea and if you want to make it successful startup, so for first of all, you have to validate your idea, whether it is market fit or not, whether it is suitable for the specific market or not, whether it is feasible for us or not. There are several key points for that. Now, first of all, after creating your prototype, after creating your minimum viable product, a minimum viable product is nothing but a product or a prototype which is already delivered to few of the clients. So that will become some people or some clients are using your product. So that is nothing but your MVP. Now, after this, the one of the important thing to make it legal is to give it a legal structure, because if you want to acquire a fund, which is a actually need of any startup, so at that time you require the official registration. So here in Saudi Arabia, we are having specifically the Munshat, then MISA. These kind of official organizations will help you to register your incubator. In that, you can register your company with LLC, WLL, or non-profit organization, whatever it will be the your structure, what you will prefer based on your requirement, because some startups are in a social cause, specifically for the social causes like social entrepreneurship. So at that time, non-profit organization can be opt for that. Now, very important thing, if you are having a novel idea, because as we told earlier, that is, it should have an innovative model, and we should have something unique inside it, maybe in terms of technology or in terms of process. So in that time, we have to actually protect our idea or protect our design or protect our product or implementation, what we have done. Now, the next thing that is, I already told that we have to collaborate with some specific organization. Like here, the cost has having its own innovation center. The most of the universities now in Saudi Arabia is already having incubation center. So I'll give you the examples or afterwards also here itself. That is, you can directly participate with them, with their incubation center, with their acceleration program, what they have, or there are few private accelerators are also available. Even you can directly collaborate with the chambers if you are a local. Most of the local people are preferring the chambers. But for the outsiders, there are so many provisions available by the government, by the of Saudi Arabia. So we can see this, the Cost Innovation Center, Riyadh Valley Company, and these, there are several options are available. Just this not for, okay. Now, as I told you that, first of all, if you are having only an idea, so at that time you have to validate the idea. You have to form a team which is a suitable for your startup, and we should have a good survey of a market initial level, because based on that only we can create a proper product, which will become our startup. So here, another phase is your incubation phase, where you can take your product to an incubation center. Few of the incubation center take 6 months, 3 months, 12 months, based on their actually the structure what they have provided. So after product development, the market access, the legal compliances, financial management, these things are coming to a picture. And here we have to go for the first of all the incubation program, and in this incubation program they are supporting with and with a good amount also to accelerate your startup. And specifically, if you are already having a good in startup and if you want to accelerate your startup, so there are accelerators available. So in these centers like incubation center and acceleration centers, you will get the mentorship programs from a different good mentors, which is actually industry mentors, and they will help you not only in a technology aspects, but also your market aspects and infrastructure access. They will also provide you the co-working space and other spaces for your startup, specifically investment from the different organization, maybe from the government grants, you will find easily. So here, this is nothing but how your journey starts, how you can launch your startups in Saudi Arabia. I'll just show you few examples over here. I have actually taken it from. Now, these are the examples. In code is very well known in Saudi Arabia. Few it is already available in Jeddah, Riyadh, and other places inside the campus or outside the campus. Uh, so you can easily find this here. They are actually, you can see this, how these people are providing an incubation support to you, your ideas, and they will take you to the next level. Even single entrepreneur or tech based startups, they are providing a support. And if you are, the project must be technology based, like they are focusing on only technology based products. And if you are not from, you're non-tech, so you can choose another incubator or any other platform. So this is nothing but the here, for example, if you are having a MVP stage or other stage, so these kind of benefit they will provide. For example, as I told, that free access for 4 months, the co-working space is provided by this code. Now, another, which is the biggest one in Riyadh, you can find this is the Al Garage in Arabic, and the Garage in English. This is the also good, very nice program. Here also, they are also providing this kind of supports, like benefits of private offices they are providing, and foreign investment licenses they are providing, and investor connections. So this all mentorship you will easily find over from here. Here also, they are also having an incubation support. So this is nothing but for early stage startup. Those who are in the early stage, they can also find this. Those are in a growth stage, they can also go for the other plus program, other programs. Another, apart from this, MISC, which is Mohammed bin Salman Foundation, and this is also 3 months zero equity acceleration program is provided to the startups specifically. So you can easily find they are actually having few batches like this was ended just now, but you can easily find the another cohorts. You can participate in this kind of cohort if you are having a startup already available and you wants to just raise a fund. You can easily visit this, you can easily participate in this kind of cohorts where exactly they will evaluate your idea and they will select the best ideas in and or maybe 10-20 ideas actually they are taking at once, and they will also provide a coaching. They are also providing of you can say lessons, master classes, workshop, investor nights, and demo day. So these, in this acceleration program you will find all these things. Another is ScaleX. This is the one also under the Coast University, which is a well-known university. The ScaleX specifically, you can register directly from here, like scalex.coast.edu.sa. So here also you will get a good support for your startup. So I think we got an idea how we can exactly incubate ourselves in a Saudi Arabia guys, specifically. So what I saw, Alhamdulillah, there is a huge support by the government of Saudi Arabia, specifically for the startup. And Alhamdulillah, the people in Saudi Arabia are moving towards the startup ecosystem specifically. So Tamara and Tahara, and then Hala, and these kind of startups actually came from outside and incubated over in a kingdom, and now they got a fund from here also, and they are running very well. So I think it's clear to all of us. that what exactly my topic that was how to incubate a startup in Saudi Arabia. And for that, for example, which is very much important, that while you are incubating yourself, so as I told, first of all, you have should have a good idea. You have to evaluate your idea. In on next stage, you should have a prototype, good prototype with that, and you try to make it as a MVP. That should be you should give it to the few clients in a market, and after that, after MVP, you required a growth stage. You required a fund. If you are already established business, if in another country, you can also come up with your product with some innovation into it, and you can take grants, you can take a fund from this kind of incubation centers specifically. So for that, there are so many things required, like you require a pitch deck, which is a small pitch deck based on a different organization incubators requirement, maybe 10 slides, 12 slides, in 7 minutes, 10 minutes. You have to represent your startup with what is the uniqueness inside it, what is the competitive advantage, and so what are the competitors available, and what is the USP inside in your specific product. Then you should have a good strong business model for that. You should have a good financial projection for that. So it is this all things will help you to get a good fund, and you can easily incubate your startup in Saudi Arabia. I think I have done my from my side. If you have any question, you can just ask.